21 minutes now before the hour, and Patrick Stewart, our next guest for 7 seasons as Captain Jean-Luc Picard. He has ably led Star Trek: The Next Generation to financially go where no independent series has gone before on television. Now, as Good Morning America Sunday co-host Antonio Mora reports, Star Trek Generations finds Stewart blasting off for the first time on a big screen enterprise.
We've locked onto something with markings on it. What sort of markings? Uncertain.
I'm very proud of the work that we've done over 7 years. I think it contains some of the best work that you're likely to see on television in every area of the series making.
When you were first offered the role of Jean-Luc Picard, did you ever think that Star Trek: The Next Generation would become the most popular syndicated show ever?
No, I was an absolute innocent about everything to do with Star Trek. I didn't know what this series represented in contemporary North American culture. I didn't know about the adoration that so many millions of people had for the characters from the original series and for the concept of Star Trek.
The original Star Trek series was very much a science fiction, action-packed adventure story. The Next Generation was more thoughtful and not nearly as action-packed.
It's been characteristic of The Next Generation that it was a series about ideas very often. I mean, take an episode like Darmok, which was about how cultures, apparently alien to one another, can find a means of communicating.
Captain, would you be prepared to consider the creation of a mutual non-aggression pact?
Kadir beneath. Momenta. Everybody mark!
It appears they're trying their best, as are we, for what it's worth.
Star Trek fans were obsessing not only about the meeting between Captain Kirk and Captain Picard in the movie, but also between your meeting William Shatner. How did that all go?
I need help.
I know someone who can.
You say history considers me dead. Who am I to argue with history?
You're a Starfleet officer. You have a duty.
I don't need to be lectured by you. I was out saving the galaxy when your grandfather was in diapers.
Bill and I got to share the Paramount jet flying back from Las Vegas to LA one night. So we had an hour of absolute privacy at 35,000 feet. It was critical for the work that we were subsequently to do. Come back with me. Help us stop Soren. Make a difference again.
Who am I to argue with the captain of the Enterprise?
I'm personally sad that the entire crew of the original series were not part of our movie. I'd been a passionate believer that we should have a truly transitional series in which should include both crews. But I knew that, most importantly, that had to have Bill.
This movie is much more action-packed than a normal Star Trek: The Next Generation episode.
I think that's true, yes. I think that's true, and I think it's appropriate as well. What pleases me about the movie is that there's spectacular action sequences, both in terms of you know, destroying very expensive equipment, as well as you know, live action.
You were classically trained in your native England. How is Star Trek received back home?
I think sometimes some of my friends really wonder what I've been doing over here for the last 7 years.
Has the baton been passed now?
I think it's unlikely that there will be further based on the original series. But of course, this is Star Trek, and anything can happen.
To boldly go where no one had gone before.
And the torch gets passed. 17 minutes before the hour. Next